All right, what is up, guys? It is NKS back, also known as Nathan, or the other way around if you really want to be technical. But anyway, this is my pretty much second ever Jam ROR showcase, and I'm doing it over my favorite team ever, Hall Brothers Racing's old school truck Executioner. Now, ROR has a duo version that has both the old school black and the not so old school red. A little bit of history behind these. This truck was built in the early 90s and ran late 90s, survived until I think it was like, I want to say '02 is whenever they ran Executioner, like when it was last run. And then Mark built the Raminator, which debuted, I think, '02 to '03, and then he's run that ever since. They added a team truck, Ramunition, which is run, I think, from about '04, '05 till this current day. And Executioner's been brought back at least once in the mid 2000s at a couple of the shows they did. So yeah, that's a bit of background. And now, Shane, you got anything to comment about these trucks?
I love these trucks. They're amazing.
Yes, especially since they're of my home team, Hall Brothers
Yes.
Racing.
And
Now, I
your
want to
your
ask.
team.
Yeah. Now I want to ask, what is your opinion of Hall Brothers Monster Truck Racing?
I really like Hall Brothers. They have really good equipment, and I like that they don't just go balls to the walls and just break all their stuff all the time. Like they put on a good show, but they keep their stuff together.
Yeah. I've always been around Hall Brothers. I know them personally. They know me. I know them personally, and it's very, very fun to know them. As a lot of my family has even said, knowing them, I've definitely gotten my foot in the door.
Yeah.
I've got my foot in the door into the monster truck realm, and hopefully one day I will be driving for them. And I'm waiting for the day that I get to kick that door wide open and be like, all right, let's get this going.
And then you also have a good friend.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to change into a Hall Brothers truck soon after I'd start working for him as he kills his Keystone.
Yeah.
And so yeah, Executioner. I actually got the chance to, and actually I met Mark through this truck in the early 2000s. I actually got to meet him through it because he was doing an exhibition car crush, and went up, talked to him, and I remember at the time I was very, very young. I was like maybe 3 or 4, so I was
Yeah.
very young little Nathan. Was has known Mark in June, and then for about 15 years, at 15, 16 years, I'd say now. And I can't wait to see what they've got in store for the next couple of years that they're driving, and hopefully they're still going to be around and still racing.
I'm sure they will be. They're a very
Yeah.
solid team.
Yeah. I mean, Mark, multiple time driver of the year, as I just rolled it, as I tried to instruct us not to do. Okay, I'm going to realistically roll my truck back over.
I'm gonna realistically, hopefully stop before I went inside of you.
Yeah, you did.
Shh, nobody'll know.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, yeah. Probably, I gotta say, probably my most fond memory of Hall Brothers was actually one time. I don't think I've ever told you the story, Shane, but one time we had been driving around in Champaign, which is like where they're near,
Hmm.
and they had just finished up a car crush, or I guess it was like a car crush slash ride truck
Yeah,
thing, and we got there late. And since they knew me, they asked if I wanted to ride in the back of the ride truck to the trailer. So
that's pretty cool.
yeah, so they literally let me ride in the back of the ride truck to the trailer. It was amazing. And it just goes to show that they care about their fans. They love their fans, and it's
Yeah.
And I've gotten so many souvenirs from them over the years. I think it was 2013, since I always go to the Champagne Fair and whenever they had monster trucks because they haven't had them since like 2014, 2015. Um, since they haven't had them, 2013, I actually was there, and since around that time of year, it's the time like my birthday, like at the end of July. So
That was realistic.
yeah. But anyway, I was talking to June at the trailer, and she was like, we were about to, because it was like halfway through the pit party. She's like, "Hang on, Nathan." She's like, "Hang on, Nathan." She walks back, gets a bag, and I think she throws like 5 hats into the bag for me, and it was so nice.
Yeah.
And I went and got all the hats signed and everything. I might actually do a video of like my Monster Jam hat collection soon because I've got just monster truck hat collection. I've got so many.
Yeah, I think my fondest memory of Hall Brothers racing would probably be when they first came out with Raminator. I remember seeing it at the Detroit Auto Show. Um, it was kind of like a big exhibit because it was like when it first came out. And then not long after that, my cousin, he's like 6 months older than me. He got a huge Raminator RC. Like it was a big one.
One of like the big I don't know if it was New Bright or Tyco that did them. I think it was New Bright.
Yeah, I believe it was New Bright. It was like the big one. He got one of those, and I remember we were up at my grandparents' cabin, and we were just playing with that thing so much. We were driving it through mud puddles and trying to make jumps for it, but at the time, RCs were kind of slow, the cheaper ones. Um,
Yeah.
and it was kind of a big thing, and I rolled it. I saved it, though.
Oh. But you guys didn't
yeah.
wreck it, did you? The RC, you guys didn't wreck it, hopefully.
No, he actually still has it in his garage.
If he ever decides to get rid of it, let me know. I would definitely take it off his hands. If he was to ever like want to pass it on, just let him know. You got to get a friend that's close to Hall Brothers, and it would definitely have a good home.
Yeah.
I may even know. Oh, damn it! I was hoping we were gonna stay the realism.
What? Shh, nobody's seen it.
Yeah, Mark, June, if you guys do this, I'm sorry if we like mess up and aren't quite realistic. I mean, it's a driving simulator, so things will happen. But
Yeah. I may have commented it on the dumpster.
yeah, and if Mark and June do end up seeing this, just know I am very glad I met you guys. I'm very glad to have had met you and been able to be good friends with you guys, and hopefully one day I can drive for you guys. Like I'm saying that sincerely, not kidding around. I really do want to drive for you guys. I'm working on it right now, doing all kinds of classes, trying to work my rear end off to get there. Because that's my dream team. Like I would love to like square off with anybody in Monster Jam in that truck and just show them up and be like, "Hey, you may be the big boys, you may be with Feld, but you can't count out the independents."
Yeah. And definitely Hall Brothers is probably the king of independence.
Yeah. They are some of the best independents out there. Don't jump it yet. Let me roll out of the way. And you
Jumped over
completely
you.
just.
We're gonna say that I jumped over you. I was already
We're to
committed.
completely disregard the fact that you just disobeyed what I said.
I was already committed.
You saw I was rolled over on the other side of it, so you should have known not to jump.
Well, by that time, I was already committed. It'll be fine. Everybody
Yeah.
just thinks that I just jumped over you.
Yeah. Darn it! Well, then again, my camera was
Oh,
kind of
why is that camper there?
But and I gotta say, Hall Brothers is a team you do not see roll over much. I think Mark has maybe ever had one or two rollover, possibly three at the most of rollovers in his entire career. Especially in Raminator, I've only seen that truck roll like twice.
Yeah.
One I think was like Bloomsburg, like early 2000, early maybe 2008, 2007. It was like he just rolled it, like unfortunately rolled it, and then he rolled it at I think it was at Bloomsburg Jamboree 2015 because it was a sloppy, muddy track.
So
hard to get
Bloomsburg just
traction,
isn't a
like-
good track.
I think he just slid off the side of a van stack, and it was a light roll, so they didn't
Yeah.
do anything. Yeah, if I had to rate these trucks, obvious 10 out of 10. You know, love these
Yeah.
trucks. They're very accurate to a kind of retro kind of styling of these trucks. I mean,
Yeah, I'd say they're a very close representation.
yeah. Hopefully, we'll be seeing the new Raminator and Rammunition soon. I doubt it though, because a lot of people are being like, I don't want to say stuck up, but it's just people are having a hard time. I might have to put in another request, see if anyone else is working on them.
Yeah, or if we can get them and finish them.
Yeah.
I mean, the hard part, the body, is already done. So,
Well, then again, we only know of Raminator. We don't know if Rammunition's been completed
this
yet.
is true. I didn't even know if ammunition was even in the works.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Oh crap. I hate how we've kind of thrown the realism. Well, I'm still being realistic. Like if I roll over, I'm actually grabbing it from the chassis and rolling it back over on its wheels.
yeah, the only reason why I'm not doing that is we don't have a big mouse dragging across the screen.
True. I can do it because I don't really. Because it doesn't really bother me.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. And guys, the reason that like you see me driving through his keystone is because the way ROR physics are, I can't drive through his keystone, which is there, and he can't drive through mine, which is on by the other camper.
Well, no, we
Really?
can drive through each other's.
Well, we can drive through each other's, we just can't hit them.
Yeah.
Like this, you see, I can land on top of mine. But if I go for his,
Yeah. Or if I go
That's
for
space
Nathan's, I just go right through it.
yeah. You try to hit
For
the
realism.
backside.
I drove through
Like,
the
you
side
try
of
to go
it.
for the backside of the camper. Oh crap. Eee. Okay, I'm glad you like
Save it.
you avoided me, but it also ended up in you wrecking.
I did save mine, though.
Yeah. Hey, mine was just sitting on its side.
Mine barely even hit the top of it. It just rolled over. Anyway.
Yeah, and guys, if you want, down in the comments, let us know. Like, if you've ever been to a show with Hall Brothers Racing, let us know what your guys' fondest memory is, or what the best memory there is that you have. Also,
Even
I
if
want to
it's
say,
not even a show. It's just
yeah, but it's just like a car crush exhibition you were at. Just let us know what your fondest memory of Hall Brothers is.
I'm sure Nathan would definitely like
Yeah, I
like
would
to
like
read
to hear
them.
you
He'd
guys'
probably
stories.
spend all night just reading comments of that sort of stuff and make his day.
Yeah. I mean, and I gotta say, I think I've built a very good friendship with Mark because even Tim Hall, his brother, I mean, I can sit there. I at a car crush this year over the summer where I was actually featured in one of the commercials they did for Bob Brady Dodge here, which you can understand why he'd be there.
Yeah.
But there was actually there's this infamous commercial. If you look it up later, Shane, it's just look up it's like Bob Brady commercial and like Bob Brady Dodge commercial.
Mhm.
And I have not found it yet, but I might go onto the website and see if I can find it or something, and then I can send you a link. But it was kind of cool because it was me and my dad and Mark Hall all doing it at the same time, which was amazing. We had a lot of fun with it, and we were the only one, and then we were actually ended up getting featured.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was awesome. And I mean, how I was saying with like before I got into that, like about the whole talking with him, I can sit there and talk to him for about 30 minutes straight, just chatting about like old time, like what his most memorable like role and stuff is and stuff, like most memorable like event.
Yeah.
We even got into a debate, like not a debate, but like a conversation about new body and stuff, or like a new paint scheme, like asking if they're going to stick with the black paint scheme or if they're going to change it up at all.
And any insight?
Not that I remember. I mean, I told them like instead of like shooting smoke to like bulldozer, they should shoot fire out of the ram, which would have been cool. But I know they wouldn't do it, which doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
But I even gave them the insight for what I like to call the ram overdrive. I think I called it, or maximum overdrive, because they go above and beyond for their fans.
Yeah.
It was like a blue and purple Dodge truck, which I didn't think looked too bad. I'll send you the concept art of it. But And then we got to chatting about like what our favorite like paint scheme that he's ever run. And mine was the old, I think '09. Like what do you mean the '09? It's like the late 2000s paint scheme he had, which was like a brighter red and it had a ram with like curled horns.
Yeah, I really liked that one.
That one was my favorite. That one, and then I I'm not gonna lie, like no offense to Mark or anyone who like designed that truck, but I wasn't really a fan of like the oh what was it? The like the like the '09 to '13, that like maroonish red.
The one that's in Rigs of Rods.
Yeah, that one wasn't really my favorite, but I liked it. It wasn't the best, but it certainly wasn't the worst
Yeah.
they ever did. I just accidentally broke Executioner.
I
Wasn't
think what would
trying
be
to-
cool to see is like the Raminator, like how it is right now, but in red, like a bright red.
Ooh. Well, that'd pretty much be ammunition, but just
Well, if like keeping like the smoke and like the fade,
a ram
I
head,
guess.
the freaking ram head.
Yeah, and the big ram head, stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Actually, if I
But
ever go
kinda
to
like
their shop,
red.
I bet I could probably get like that if they had an extra one lying around. I could probably get one.
With the ram head.
Yeah, and just like mount it up on my wall, send you a picture, like, "Hey Shane, I went to Hall Brothers today. Look what I came back with."
And I'd be like, screw you.
Yeah. You'd be like, "Since you got that, you have to give me Becky's El Toro horn." I'd be like,
Wait, do you have Becky's El Toro horn?
"I said no. If I get it at St. Louis."
Oh. Oops.
Yeah.
I've done it.
You've done what? Really? You broke the truck.
I'm sorry, Hall Brothers, if you're still watching.
And oh well, I just rolled it over the other way. I rolled it one way and I tried to pull it over and it rolled the other way.
Rigs of Rods is not as good as the real trucks.
Yeah. And I'm not gonna lie, I have actually talked to Mark and June, asked them if they were ever planning on bringing back Executioner, and they thought, they might. One day they may decide to bring it back.
I think it'd be kind of cool, like especially since their partnership with Dodge on a Ram body. I think
Yeah.
that'd be pretty cool.
I couldn't quite get a slap wheelie.
I got a little one.
Yeah, these trucks are not like the best for the RR versions are not the best for slap wheelies. I don't remember how well Mark was able to like wheelie in.
Well, I think
Then
it's just the way
again,
that we hit it, because
never really was freestyled because like late '90s they didn't really have freestyle.
yeah, it's more about racing, and these are really nice racing trucks. Like they really handle well in the corners. Whoever
Yeah,
made
they're
these
not-
4 rigs rods did really good representation.
Yeah. Oh. Well,
He's
it's a
done it.
good spot. Sorta.
Oh, there went realism.
No,
Well, I'm pretty
don't
sure that went out the window quite a while ago.
Unfortunately.
It's not
Yeah.
too unrealistic though. We've kept it
Yeah.
realistic for the most part. It's hard to keep rigs for rods like extremely realistic.
Yeah. Well, man, you about ready to end off the video?
I think so.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, we thank you for watching. Mark, June, Tim, if you guys from Hall Brothers are watching, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope my friend Shane will take out some of the parts. If there are parts that seem to be missing, just know it's because we got a little off topic. But again, I gotta say, Mark, June, Tim, I thank you guys for your friendship and like letting me be around the truck so much. It really is a great honor to know you guys and be friends with you and get my foot in the door of the monster truck world. And to all the subscribers and YouTubers watching, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And as always, we will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.
Bye. Oh Lord. Well, that happened.